Welcome to the instructional video for this Knaus Van TI. This 2008 model comes in full silver. It's on the Fiat base, so we have the folding mirrors. They are electrically operated from inside, and then that does both the top and the bottom mirrors. It's fitted with a Fiamma awning. I do have a separate video for the Fiamma awning, so I'll send you that separately. You've got the fridge vents. You can buy additional covers for these should you wish. Then the habitation door. The key operates all the locker and habitation doors to get into this vehicle. To plug it into mains electric, you need to lift up the flap and then push in the connection just like that. Behind, in the rear, this is where you will find your storage area. It is also fitted with a gas flow system, and that is the filler port to fill it up. The gas locker area is found just here, and this is fitted with the 2 bottle systems and a changeover regulator just here. So the little diamond or the little triangle you see on the edge of the bottle here can be turned to choose whichever bottle you decide. And to open the gas for the vehicle, you just need to turn the little levers to the required bottle that you're on, and that will allow gas to flow freely inside the vehicle. There are some adapters also in there as well. When you're turning off the gas bottle, just turn it inwards and that will turn off gas to the vehicle. So that's the same on either bottle. When you're filling it up, it doesn't matter if you have these valves open or closed, it tends to fill up both bottles at the same time. So that's where the gas locker is located. Next to that you have your leisure battery and a couple of fuses just there, so just check them. You have a little storage area there that's accessible from inside and outside. There's a spare wheel that comes with this vehicle, and there is a toolkit located just there, and your frost protection valve. Now this valve must be in the usable position at the moment with it pointing across the vehicle, and that blue button up, that is draining your boiler. To fill it up, you need to flick that key to there, sorry, across, and then press the button in. So across with the button in is to fill it up, so side to side, and that blue button in at the bottom will allow you to fill up the boiler. To empty it, you'll need to press it so it's facing from the front to the back, and you'll just see that there is a little black nipple at the end that just comes out when it is draining. That will drain the boiler for you. So as it is there draining across, and the button in will allow you to fill up the boiler for use. Yeah, if you do forget, it is a simple drop valve that drops the water underneath the vehicle, and we've also got a heater vent in this rear area too. So once you've got your heating running inside, you'll have heating coming into the garage area if you position that valve in the right place. The winding handle is also in there for the awning too. Towards the back of the vehicle, you've got the Sun TI logo. On the rear side, on the passenger side, we've got the vent for the Truma boiler. So be careful, this does get quite warm. And then in front of that, we've got your toilet cassette. So again, it's utilising the key to open it, unlock it. To get it out, we lift it up and slide out the toilet cassette, remove the yellow cap at the top, and press down the vacuum button towards the front of the unit. Clean it out, put your cap back on, press it back inside, and make sure it is locked in position just there. You then lock it with the key to secure that area. To fill up the fresh water, you've got a freshwater filler cap just there, so remove the cap and just use a normal hose pipe to fill it up. Underneath that, so directly underneath it, you have a filler port here for draining down your wastewater, and you have a little handle here that is pulled and turned to empty your wastewater. Bit hard to show you on the camera, but we can show you when you come to collect it as well. So underneath is your wastewater drain, above is your freshwater feed, and there's one more part of the draining of the freshwater, which I'll show you once we move inside. In front of that, we've got the diesel filler cap. Again, clearly marked there that you are going to fill it in with diesel. And when you open up the door, you've got the bonnet release catch, which is just located there. Engine battery is located underneath this panel here, and we've got the Remis blinds, which are on all of the side and front windows for your privacy. They are a paper style blind, so just be careful and gentle in operating these. Round towards the front, we've got the bonnet release catch, which can be found in the middle, just there, by lifting up the lever. Underneath there, we've got your positive point, and your negative point can be just found to the right hand side. Oil, dipstick, and your screen wash is just located in that corner. So that's the outside of the vehicle. Let's move on inside. We've got an awning light above the habitation door, and there's a bin that's been fitted on it. To lock the door once you're inside, we've got a red button, and then middle is just in the neutral position, and the green button to open it. To the controls, so they can be found just at the side of the vehicle here. When you're plugged into mains, you'll have a light telling you that you are plugged in. To get the power to the vehicle, you'll need to turn on this first switch here. The next switch will turn on the lights, and the middle switch will turn on the water pump if you've got water in your freshwater tank. Yep. We then have, by pressing and holding each of these, indicators to tell you what's in the variant water levels and in your variant battery levels. Onto your fresh water, before we move on to heating, it can be located underneath here, and to get access to the drain point, you'll need to just unscrew this black cap, and that is where your drain point is for the fresh water. So what you'll need to do is you'll need to turn this anti-clockwise. It's a screw thread into the bar, and that then will empty out your fresh water completely from the system. Yep. So when you want to stop it, if you were only doing it gently, you'll just line it up back in that tank again and just turn it clockwise, just gently, because it is only a plastic fitting, to hold it in place and stop the tank from emptying out. Once you've done that, just pop the lid back on, and that will allow you then to fill up the fresh water. So with the seats back, you've got two travelling seat belts. They're just located there, and your table just here, which can lower down by removing it off this rail, and you lift these little pins up to do it. So down will then allow you to lift it up. Remove the section off the bottom of the leg, and that will allow you for it to just sit down as a lower level if you wanted then to have that made up as an additional sort of child's berth, if you will. Once it's back in place with those up, that will lock and stop the table from moving. The windows, we've got a fly screen and we've got a blind. They're pretty much the same throughout the vehicle. We've also got then your window stays, which will just need opening, and then if you take it up gently at a time, that will hold the window up, and then it's all the way up to the top to bring it all the way back down to close it. Please make sure that if you park near a window or a wall, that you leave enough room for them to open and close before you operate them. Above in the cupboard here, we've got some storage space, and in this one, this is a blank one where there is a provisions for a TV to drop down from that little section there. Main socket is located up there, and then we have your big picture window that opens just there, or in an evening just comes down to screen off. So the light switches can be found in varying positions. So again, you can see that the lights are there. Lights are here. We've got again a 12-volt socket here, and the main socket just located there. That is above your kitchen area, where again you've got storage just in both of them cupboards areas. The gas is a 3-burner hob. There's no igniter, so you'll need like a little sort of lighter or matches to light that up. And then the fridge is located just in front of that, lower down here, and it's a manually selecting fridge. So you can select it either to mains electric, just there, 12 volt when the engine's running, or gas when you're not hooked up to mains, just like there. And with the gas, you'll need to just let it click and ignite. Once it does it, it'll change colour to let you know, to green, to let you know that the gas is actually working on there. Yeah. So again, just decide which one you want and it will light up just like that. The temperature controls just by turning down the dial from the coldest to the warmest positions. And when you want to turn off the unit, you just turn it to the top there and that will turn off the unit completely. Just make sure that you press these buttons in before you're driving off on all of these units. So again, we've got the units down here. We've got your isolation valves. Just remember and refer back to the video because this will tell you the right position for them to be in. And then above it, you've got your utensil drawer just there. So once you have filled up the fresh water tank and you've turned on the actual pump over here, you'll want to then turn your tap to the hot position, so it's clearly marked, and lift up the tap, which will fill up the boiler. Now, first of all, it'll take the water from the fresh water tank through the boiler, and if it's drained, it'll take a while, then through to your system. Now, it'll come through as a steady stream initially, probably spit and spurt, but on that, you'll want to make sure that you're running it until you get a steady stream of water before you go onto your heater controls for the actual hot water. So give it a chance to come through. Do it the same on here, and also do it on your bathroom tap, which doubles up as your shower. So you'll see that it's spitting and spurting. That's completely normal. It's just the air coming out of the boiler, and you just want to leave it running until you get a steady stream of water. So I'll leave that in the background just to show you. While we're doing that, we've got a flush button here on the toilet, so you do need to have your pump running for that, and an indicator to tell you when it is actually full. The toilet itself has a blade valve here, so which opens and closes. So closes towards the back wall, open is towards the front. So just remember that. Again, we've got heat and vents into here, and the whole unit itself will slide around just to become a full shower compartment, nice and neat. And we've got a holder just up there. The light switch is on the outside, and we've got an opening ventilation there. Just slide the door around, which will secure and give you privacy. You've also got another slide here, which slides off just to secure that area into the bedroom area. So nice and neat, nice and compact, really well put together. In the wardrobe side of it, we've got your Rcd breaker. So just here, you've got a little test button above the one on it singly. So if you think you're not getting power, just press that. It's fitted with a long pole status aerial, and this is your little booster box to turn it on and off should you want to watch the TV within the motorhome. We've got underneath your step here, we've got storage. And again, as I previously mentioned, we've got storage which is available from the garage area there. So you'll see behind me, the tap's now running freely. So you can turn that off, and that would allow us then to select the right option on the heating. I'll come back to the heating in a minute, so we'll just explain it. Cupboard spacers all the way along. Just need the buttons pressing in to secure them in place. And again, we've got the fly screens and the blinds on the rear windows. They're the same on both sides. And again, just closing them off will just show you the space that's available. Light switches just located down at the bottom here, and another main socket. You've also got a little usable space just here, and we've got an opening roof light just above here. So nice and neat, all compact. So moving on then to the cab area, you've got your what we call captain seats or swivel seats. They'll swivel round, and on the outside here we have little bars that you just need to press down on, which will allow the seats to swivel round and lock in place in that full locking position. Cab wise, we've got a CD radio, we've got a 6-speed manual gearbox, cab air conditioning, locking buttons, indicators and lights are on this side, and your windscreen wipers are on that. At the end of that, you've got a little trip counter, and I mentioned your electric windows and your mirror controls are just there. It is fitted with a lockable cupboard, another area under here for storage, and a passenger airbag just above there. So lastly, the heating. So the heating can be found just on the side here. So We have, and we will leave in the vehicle, a nice diagram here by the previous customer of how to use it. But basically, it's pretty simple. The bottom dial basically depicts to the option that you're trying to do within the vehicle. So, i.e. off, heating only, heating and hot water on 40 degrees, hot water on 60 degrees. Now, always remember, do not go for the water option unless the boiler is full of water. You will cause trouble and problems. And once you go on to your heating option, you can then turn your fan speed either down or up, depending how warm or cold you want it in the vehicle. The option above here is for the fuel source. So we've got 1 kilowatt electric, 2 kilowatt electric, gas only, gas and 1 kilowatt electric, gas and 2 kilowatt electric. So pretty straightforward. This is the fuel source on the top one that you're trying to select to give you the power, and this is the option that you're trying to do either hot water or heating, whichever you decide to use. Yeah, remembering that the inner wheel is the thermostat for the heating. So again, we'll leave this on because it's quite useful for you, and again, that is just found underneath the little additional table support that's been added on this particular vehicle. The thermostat for the heating can be found just above, and when you want to turn it off, all you need to do is turn the circle in the middle to the 0 position. But I hope you'll find the instructional video very useful. It does come with a pack with the instructions for the varying options. We look forward to seeing where the motorhome takes you and your new adventures, and thank you once again for watching our video.